It's a frightening story. A young mother working nights at a convenience store is robbed and beaten with a gun. But what happened right afterwards might surprise you even more. Good evening, everyone. The woman was alone when two thieves came in and hit her in the head with a gun.
Cameras were rolling, and we hope you can identify the robbers, which we'll show you. Local 12's Rich Jaffe shows us the attack and the shocking thing that happened next.
Chastity had just finished counting pennies at her Speedway store in Dry Ridge late Monday night when two armed thieves rushed her at the counter, ordering her to open the registers and safe. Still shaken, she asked that we not show her face.
He was yelling at me to hurry, calling me names, and it wasn't opening, so that's when he hit me in the head with his gun. I fell down, and I remember everything being blurry, trying to fight to stay conscious, keep my eyes open.
It was only 2 minutes before the pair of thugs left the store with cash in hand. As they left, a customer came in, bleeding from her head down her neck with a gash that's now held closed with 5 staples. Chastity asked him for help and to lock the door. The man looks at Chastity and walks out the door, possibly going across the street. And as he's leaving, 2 other customers come in, and amazingly, they did the same thing.
Kind of get it, but it was just upsetting because I didn't want to be by myself, and 3 guys had just left me there.
Chastity has nothing but praise for Williamstown police officer Brad Morris and others who quickly arrived on the scene.
We're a very small community. This crime is very, I don't want to say uncommon, but it does not happen on a daily basis like you would have in Lexington or Cincinnati. So when it does happen here, we want to let the citizens know that we will investigate this to the fullest, no matter how much time or money it takes.
All during the robbery, Chastity was thinking about her 3 kids.
I wasn't going to go home and wake them up or anything, but the next morning I just kind of held them until they were yelling at me to let go, because, it puts a new perspective on life, too, You take time to slow down after your life flashes before you.
Now, certainly our viewers can help catch the thugs that robbed that Speedway, but the thing that stuns me is the fact that 3 different grown men walked into that store, saw this poor woman bleeding and needing help, and they just walked right back out the door. They should be ashamed. In the newsroom, Rich Jaffe, Local 12 News. Rob?
And the scars and the attack to her head is one thing, but the emotional scars are something else. I'm assuming that at least she sounds like she was worried about her children the whole time. That changes your whole life.
It certainly does, Rob. She's really shaken. I have to tell you that when we wanted to talk with her, we had to meet her in a very public, open place where there were lots of people around. And she was also very, very nervous about the whole thing. She's not sleeping. She's really been traumatized. The good news is Speedway's offering her some counseling, and she just told me on the phone that she will be going back to work.
Well, good for her. I mean, a lot of people in this position are not able to do that, are they?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Rich Jaffe, thanks very much. If you can identify these guys who robbed the Speedway, call Crime Stoppers. 352-3040 is the number. The information will be passed on to authorities in Grant County, of course, and you can remain anonymous.